Aquarius, finally your reading. I just want to say sorry that this reading, it's coming so late. I got so sick last week, you know, and I'm the kind of person that never feels sick, but when I do, and really, man, this time the fever got quite difficult, I gotta say. I think I had like this shock, thermical shock in my body, you know, with all the changes I've been going through these last 3 weeks. First card, and it's an energy that can represent you very well. Queen of Swords. You know, she might look actually very cool, but it's because she knows that there is an important decision here that needs to be taken. And it might be that something here, and we'll see what the other cards have to say. Maybe we could be talking about work, maybe we can be talking about relationships, maybe we might be talking just at soul level, or just about maybe generally how you are experiencing life right now, or something that happened in the past and is touching you again right now. But as you know, these are general readings, guys, so if the story that comes out today doesn't resonate with your own personal story, just leave it there. Go and check other videos. And otherwise, I hope that the next one might resonate with your own personal story, Aqua. But let's get into this precise story with this Queen of Swords. Definitely something here is asking you to take an important decision, and you know you need to use your rationality, like a cold-minded decision about something. Now, what is crossing this Queen of Swords? As you probably know, maybe not if you're new to this channel, but I like to mix astrology with tarot, and I have here my notes of astrology, so I'm able to follow a little bit myself with what is happening in the sky for you, Aquarius. And you know, I find it very useful, like, to use astrology to guide myself in these readings. I think it can help now or be more constructive than just reading the cards, or surely when it's so general. Now, what it doesn't want to come out here, I mean, maybe there is something here that you want to say straightforward to somebody, and until now you are not able to say this. No. Or maybe this conversation had happened, or is happening right now, and it's an important conversation. It's something that you want to express, you want to say, and that it might look very sharp, you know, as communication. Rushing towards this decision. This Knight of Swords is coming in the past, and I have, like, this Knight of Swords is coming right next to this Queen of Swords. Definitely you or someone wants to speak out and wants to speak fast. It might even be, you know, as this is the position that's coming in your past next to this Queen of Swords. Now, the crossing position, please, the obstacle. The message, Page of Wands, is the obstacle. I feel like almost like you were rushing into a certain direction, and you are like full speed wanting to maybe finally take this decision and maybe even give it back to a situation in your life right now. But it almost looks like the communication itself is the problem here. Maybe there is somebody in this position that is acting a little bit overly immature, Aquarius, Maybe there is somebody who is not being able to express themselves in a much more, let's say, mature way. Or maybe if it's not another person or group of people who are relating to your energy right now, could definitely maybe that what you want to say, you feel that this message cannot get to the place where you want it to get. You know, that's the feeling I have. Now, what is coming next? I mean, Aquarius, this is a month. We are in the season of Scorpio until the end of the month. And while I'm talking about this, King of Wands. I mean, Scorpio represents your 10th house. And the 10th house is a very important house in astrology because the 10th house is about the status quo, like how we want to be represented or seen in this world. It doesn't have to be necessarily only work or career, but it's more on how you show yourself into the world and how you relate to society in a practical level, as probably also at even spiritual levels, as the 9th house is right next to the 10th house. That's why many times the 10th house is called like the career house, because it's maybe where you're being guided to do something in this life. Maybe you have a call, something that is calling you, you know, to take a certain way or direction in your life. And then all this Scorpion season, having Mars in your 10th house, experiencing a new moon in the beginning of the month, maybe there has been some ideas about your career that you were like, almost like you were rushing into a direction. You had maybe here a new idea or something you wanted to say or communicate to bring on the table, and maybe now is the time where you are finally taking the decision. And I think that this decision, whatever it means, like you being cold-minded and saying, man, this is what I want and I'm cutting off the bullshit. I mean, actually, this is what I deserve, and maybe you want something extra at your work, or you want to do something different at your work, or in this environment. It's bringing you to this position, Aquarius, which is the King of Wands. I mean, you know, very strong character, very determined with his goals or her goals. It doesn't matter the gender. I mean, it's like you being empowered by this decision, you feeling again stronger, and maybe even, I gotta say, more independent. Something about here, like about this decision, might mean you becoming maybe even the boss of your own work, or achieving a certain position regarding your work that elevates you, Aquarius, elevates your position, you know, and you feeling more confident, and you feeling that, yeah, this is my worth. I feel like 8 of Wands, and this is how you're coming consciously in this reading. So definitely I'm connecting here with an Aquarius that knows very well what they want, and you're going for it. Good. Really good. Now, I have a sense that maybe there is, in the place where I'm staying right now, I'm staying at the house of some friends, and they're like 2 little boys, well, 1 boy and 1 girl, living here, and she's the cutest, but it might be that she might enter at some moment. I might get interrupted by her, but she's really cute, you know, I cannot tell her no. So it might be, as I'm feeling this, Aqua, like you're moving, you're maybe being very active here regarding something that you are very passionate, and it might be this related to your career, definitely. I mean, as I was saying, all this Scorpionic season for you, it's a lot about your career and where you want to guide yourself. Maybe it doesn't have to be a passion that is being paid with money, but maybe this is something that creatively speaking, it really fulfills you, Aquarius. And I think that you know that this is what you want to do and where you are centering your efforts and your actions, your energy. I mean, the 8 of Wands, it's like that movement, like you, like sending all the arrows necessary to go in this direction, and maybe even also getting a lot of information. I think that maybe you're in a moment where you are being very communicative, like you are into this mode of speaking your mind. And you know what? I think I might call this video this way. I think that there is a situation here that is asking you to speak truthfully and with full honesty your mind, what you think about this, while also being very logic and rational about this, because you know that there is a lot of like earned possible of this situation. I think that you know that this is a situation that it's worth like speaking for. Like you need to maybe express something here so that will put you in this position. Now, what is coming in the environment? What is coming in the environment for Aqua? What happens is that the most difficult, let's say, aspect, Aqua, is that Saturn, I mean, finally is moving direct since October. Jupiter is still in your sign. So this is good. It's like maybe this restriction that you have been feeling for a while, maybe you wanted to take action into something regarding your career or doing some changes, even regarding your physicality or something about you that was very transformative throughout this period, Aquarius. And I think that right now it's almost like that cycle, it's like coming to the end, and now you're wanting to be like seen. You wanna like to come out of this maybe restrictive energy that maybe you experienced in the past. Like also finding people that are right for what you want to do right now. You know, I really get this very strongly. It's just that Saturn, while it's still in your sign, and even though it's moving direct, it's gonna do a hard aspect it's doing a hard aspect to all this energy in Scorpio, actually. So Saturn going against Mars and the Sun, it doesn't feel very comfortable. I mean, this is the kind of energy that might put us in some moments, make us very anxious, or maybe some people near you might, in a way, show you this energy, no? Or influence you in some way with this energy. Like maybe some people are gonna be, I mean, the confirmation. Maybe there is somebody regarding the decision you want to take right now, Aquarius, and all this moving around, and maybe you putting all these arrows of passion all around you, no? And going for what you want. It might be that somebody in your environment, it's not very happy or emotionally or satisfied about the decision you want to take right now. Like, you know, I'm gonna take it in all possible cases. Like, so this Saturn in your sign, squaring your 10th house, something about maybe your career, even though it creates a lot of tension, might actually bring a lot of good opportunities regarding your work. But I cannot forget this. What is happening in a few days in your 4th house, Taurus? We're gonna have a full moon, a total, like actually it's a full moon partial eclipse in Taurus, while Uranus, your planet, is nearby this moon. So this is gonna be a very intense energy that is touching your 4th house, which means your stability, your home environment, your family. So it might be that somebody that you are related to, maybe somebody that you live with, or somebody that you have a relationship with, or maybe it's a housemate, it doesn't have to be a partner, or maybe it could be a father figure, a mother figure, or a sibling, or somebody that you see as close, as part of your security environment. Might be that this person or group of people or might feel not so happy about the decision you need to take right now. You know, feeling maybe a little bit emotionally drained because of the situation. Maybe they are not necessarily like, there's not that they are not happy about this situation, but maybe they feel that this is something that is kind of like destabilizing their emotions because of what you are doing right now. I mean, I have this page of wands in the obstacle, so might be that, and I don't see you, Aquarius, I don't feel you at all as you being the person maybe here that it's feeling not confident. I see you actually in a position where you know very well what you want, and you're like, man, I need to say this, I need to express this, I need to, you know, because I want to get to be this king of wands. No? And you, I think that this is something you already knew you were guiding yourself towards from the past. Like you knew that this was something that in some way or another was there, was coming. But somebody here might be taking this maybe not in such a positive way. And maybe it doesn't have to be precisely a person. It's just like, as I said, I try to talk about all possible cases, also regarding your astrology, like this fourth house. It could really be maybe that doesn't have to be precisely somebody, but maybe it's just about the environment in general right now. Like maybe this thing that you want to do about your work, it's surprisingly creating some instability in your home environment. Maybe this is not just about a person, but just like the environment in general. Maybe something here is being electrified by you, Aquarius, in a way that even though you know that this is what you want, it's kind of, it feels emotionally a little bit like, oof, you know, in some moments not so easy. And as I'm getting this, I think that maybe this is the reason why you know you need to be cold-minded, like this Queen of Swords. Like, you know you need to be cold-minded about the decision because you know what could be the consequences regarding this environment. You know that. And that's why, like, Aquarius is into being logic mode. No. Now, what is coming in the hopes and fears for Aquarius? Man, I mean, this is gonna be eclipse where all these may be ancestral situations that you have been carrying on with you, that you have been carrying on with you from your past, maybe patterns in your family that you were trying to heal for some time. Maybe you already did this work, but maybe until now you were not able to feel free from this weight. Maybe there was still things that you were trying to, in a way, work out, but it felt very intense. And I think that definitely this is gonna be a season where still this is gonna be important, an important subject, as Pluto is in your 12th house in Capricorn, and then we're gonna have an important transit of Venus that is also gonna be affecting this full moon in Taurus, as you know, Venus is the region of Taurus. So wherever Venus is important to look at where Taurus, how Taurus is doing at that time. And and when you look at your chart regarding this transit, and Venus is gonna be, because then it's gonna start doing shadow period retrograde. It's gonna take a very long time till next year actually. there is a lot of things that you are gonna be working on regarding maybe these past patterns, or things might come out of the light, maybe secrets about your family, you know, or maybe secrets that you have regarding your family, or that are gonna be very important for some kind of transformation at a spiritual level here, Aquarius. And this is not new, but it's almost like this energy that is coming right now with Pluto and Venus in this house, and doing this aspect to your fourth house where Uranus is and the full moon will be. I think that this is the time where you're gonna find like this eclipse will make a close-up chapter to whatever here you were maybe waiting for some time. And maybe new things might even pop out that you didn't expect it. You know, that's also what your planet does, is it might bring as well unexpected things from the past. Maybe, as I said, history, you know, like past history that it's being reviewed about maybe this family circle, or about how you see your home, your stability, your security. And it's gonna make you want to look for, it's like wanting to look for answers, but it's gonna be, I mean, Venus, it beautifies it, all right? It can actually bring a sense of beauty in all these energy, Aquarius, that it might be even more enjoyable than what you expect right now, or what you're having experiencing in the past. Because I know it hasn't been such a, I know that for most of Aquarius, or people that had a lot of Aquarius, I think that this year has been, and these last 2 years had been very learning, you know, a very learning intense periods, you know, of needing to close a lot of things, situations. The Hangman, hopes and fears. Piscean energy in the hopes and fears. Like, I mean, for me, this has something to do with just with what I was feeling regarding what is happening in your 12th house. Even though it's like you are now entering in your power and you're very being confident here, I feel like you are being very active. Mars Scorpio is really helping you out to move and move and move fast, Aquarius. I think that this movement was necessary for a long time for you, no matter if we're talking about career, home, or just simply you, okay? But definitely something here, I think, about your career and where you were putting your efforts, your focus, your energy, your passion, was kind of like, okay, now is the moment to move. Now I can do this, then that. It's like going into all these directions. But I do have this feeling that maybe there is a part of all these that is happening, maybe regarding your work. There might be something here that at emotional level you would like to put maybe at a standby for some time, Aquarius. Like, you might feel that you might need some time to look from far at situations so that you will be able to find a solution to this situation, or be awakened. It's like you would like to maybe put a standby to a situation so that you will be able to appreciate the situation from a different perspective. I mean, that's what is coming in your hope. But maybe you also probably fear that maybe this standing by might create some disequilibrium, imbalance in the situation. Now, it could be that this might be regarding this environment that has this Four of Cups and this Page of Wands coming in the obstacle. Definitely somebody maybe who's not very happy or satisfied about you going into this direction, and you knowing that maybe right now you need to put a standby in the situation because maybe you don't want to necessarily, let's say, have a breakout, or maybe or have a final decision about this person, or or that maybe. But it's like maybe you just simply want a time off to think about it, as I'm getting this feeling. Like maybe you want some time off to see this situation and think, okay, maybe how can I understand this from another perspective, and so I can go for what I want. I mean, you're coming here into full power, Aquarius, and I really like this energy. The Emperor is coming at the end of this reading. Martian energy, your 10th house, right opposing Uranus and this full moon in Taurus. I mean, I get this energy strongly. I think that what is happening here, you're coming very aware of what you want. And you are taking, it's almost like you know that there is a decision here that is being taken, or you already did, or you're in process of taking it right now. Like, you know that this is what you want. I mean, I don't see it like, it's like this Emperor. Like you coming out as this Emperor, this King of Wands, and this Queen of Swords. It's like this Queen and King and Emperor. I mean, it's like they are so confident and determined with what they think, what they want to say, and what are their actions as well. They are very coherent regarding what they say and what they want to do about what they say. So, you know this. It's just that I think that it might be that this, you needing to express this, go into this direction, because you know that this is being good for your career, maybe getting a better position at your work, maybe getting a new sense of stability as well. Maybe there is something about your home environment that you want to change and you want to see as more secure right now, or do a change that might create a new sense of stability and security, like a very secure energy here with this Emperor, like something that you want to have control over, and you are having control over the situation. Aquarius, I just think that maybe somebody right now, it's almost like they are looking at you doing this, and they are like maybe feeling dissatisfied and feeling that maybe emotionally there is a disconnection regarding maybe a precise connection in your life, or as I said, maybe regarding people that you live with, or maybe family member in your life. It's acting a little bit like, oh, but man, I thought that we were gonna do this, and actually you're just so busy and you're so centered just in yourself that I feel a little bit like apart from you. I feel that I'm not getting as much as attention as I would like from you, Aquarius. And maybe this is a coworker, okay? It doesn't have to be, But I think that there is something here emotionally that is happening in this situation. I don't see it as, honestly, very dramatic or anything like that. Maybe for some of you, you feel it, or maybe it's more like a dramatic situation, but honestly, I don't feel it. And to be honest, I don't think that you are being really shaken by this situation. I even think that regarding this situation, you think that probably this person or this environment, they are just acting out of ego, or just acting like they are out of confidence, like they are missing confidence regarding you, and their reaction towards it is being like not very, you know, not very like happy towards you, Aquarius. Now, as and I would like to add something for the end of this reading. And of course, guys, if this is something that resonated with you, don't doubt to let me know. I would love to read your comments. And I want to say already thank you for last views for last month. You had been very awesome. But I think that's because I think it's important that I say this before I finish the video, Aqua. As I'm feeling this reading, you know what you want. I think you have been working hard to get to this point. And you're coming to a realization that this is something that you deserve. And you know, sometimes life puts us in situations where we might need to be fully honest to ourselves so that we can also be honest towards other people, even though maybe when the truth might be hurt. No, maybe sometimes we know that the truth or something that we want to say or do might hurt the other person, but sometimes it's more important to do that than just being dishonest to ourselves and ending being dishonest to that other person, Aquarius. And I think that this is something that is becoming more clear to you, but maybe right now you are so in full speed that maybe what you want to do about the situation precisely regarding maybe this connection or the situation at your work that is like, you know, you just want to center in yourself and you just want to like maybe even run away from the situation temporarily until you are able to find your own stability or know exactly what you want to do about it. If right now you have been sitting down in a position of not knowing, or maybe there was a lot of things that were at the standby, then definitely by this week with this full moon in Taurus, and as I'm looking at this Aquarius, you're gonna know very well in what direction where to go, Aqua. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna intuitively know it. And not only that, I also think that maybe there are some external opportunities that might be coming, or you might find in your way in unexpected ways that will put you in this position of feeling empowered again regarding what you want to do. And maybe this is something that will, as I said, elevate your position at work, in your life, maybe as how you see yourself. Maybe for a while you were feeling very down and lost, and now it's almost like the moment of, man, finally these ideas that I always have that I could not make real, I'm finding right now the way to put them out, you know, to put them out. And this is about being seen, Aquarius. It's like, you know, you don't want to be in hiding mode anymore. This is not the time to be in hiding mode. This is the time for show time. And I think that this is gonna be your show, Aquarius. Really. Well, guys, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching, Aqua. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm very happy I didn't sniff in the video because I was already expecting to have slimes all over my face. So I'm just gonna cross fingers for the next videos. And wish you the best, guys. And see you next month. Probably. Bye bye.